Welcome to this short video on Airbill Analyzer. In this video, I'll show you how you can use Airbill Analyzer to analyze your bills, run reports, schedule reports, view your bills, and set up other users. So let's begin. So firstly, you need to go to the URL https businessbillanalyzer.air.ie. That's businessbillanalyzer, one word, .air.ie. So I'm going to log in here as a demo user on a demo system. So normally your username is your company email address. And if you've forgotten your password, just to give you a quick tour here on the login page, you can reset your password and a new one will be emailed to you. You should have been sent this already by your Air customer care or account manager. And if you can't find it, then please contact them or check your email. So let's log in. So I'm going to log into a demo system now that's got fixed and mobile. So if you're a customer of Air that has both a business account for your landline and your mobile, then this is your dashboard or landing page here, where we aggregate the two bills and the two systems under one umbrella. So as you can see here on the left-hand pane here, we've got your aggregated bills. So we've got your fixed or landline and your mobile. So the blue is the fixed, the red here is the mobile. Totaling the two together, your bill for Air would be €2,681 excluding VAT. Okay, and that's broken down by, as you can see here by the hover box here, the fixed is 1334 and the mobile is 1346, totaling up that 2681 amount. So it'll give you a couple of months for a bill trend here, month by month trend on the left hand side, as you can see. And we'll retain up to 12 months of your billing data on the platform. Okay, so on the right hand side we've got both systems listed separately here. We've got our mobile and our fixed or landline. So I'll go into both just to show you how they look. They're very similar, slight differences between them. So I'll start off on the mobile, and if you are a mobile only customer of Air, then this will be your landing page here. Okay, so you won't see the aggregate view, obviously. You'll just go straight into your landing page. And here we are at the summary level. So just to give you a very quick tour, we've got a menu up here. We're currently on the dashboard or summary page. Then we've got analytics where the reports are. We've got your bills, of course. And then we've got setup where we can set up other users or assign phones to departments and cost centers. Okay, so on the dashboard here, the left-hand side, highlighted in the big blue numerics, is your current bill. So this is what you owe Air Mobile for €1,346.76. And then below that, it shows you the amount including VAT. Below again, we've got the previous bill amount. And if there was any outstanding balances owing, that may show here also. The total number of bills or accounts making up the aggregate bill mobile summary was 3. And then these bills were loaded on X date, whenever they were. Okay. On the right hand side, we've got our observations. So these are things you should know about your current bill after we process your bill for January. So it's got information such as your mobile services in total went up 58% on your previous bill. Your national data consumption on your mobiles is down by 37% and it totals up to 65 gigabyte. And the hover box you see here might give you more information here. And if you click through, it'll bring you right into a relevant report. Okay, so we've got information on your roaming data, account charges, national consumption, most expensive call. If you hover over that, that shows you that was €23.90. And the person that made the call there is Jacqueline Kidd. That's her mobile number, 086, etc. And it gives you more information. If you click through there, that'll bring you up the report showing you, I think it's a call listings ordered by cost. And that includes texts, roaming data, and obviously calls, who you made calls to, national, international, roaming, etc. Other ones, without going through them all here, but you get the idea. You've got usage of calls has gone up or down. Your roaming has gone up or down. The most expensive roaming user was whomever here, Nyla Reinhardt. And you had 5 roaming subscribers who went roaming on the current month's bill. There's the 5 people there. And again, if you click through, that'll bring you to a relevant report showing you all the roaming activity. Okay. Moving down here to the bottom right-hand corner pane here, we've got our favorite reports. So these are ones I've created by going into Analytics. There's about 40 or so reports, and I've basically gone and slightly customized or modified some and saved them as favorites here, so I can decide whether I want them emailed to me every month or just to appear here run separately. And I've given it my own name. For example, I've got one called Bill Changes, one called Calls Over €1, International, Mobile Bundles, Top Mobiles, etc. And if I go into those reports, it's just a report showing exactly what I want. So calls over €1, for example, if I go into that one, it is what it is. I've called it what it is. So I would have applied a call filter, which I'll show you in a minute, for anything over €1. So it should show up any data sessions on my smartphone or anybody's smartphone, any calls. You can see there at the top of the list there is a data session for 1.4 gig costing €24, just under €24. Next one is a call, someone calling an 1890 service number there for 20 minutes costing $2.46, and I can see who that was. I can see the detail here. Look, Nyla Reinhardt on that number on the 16th of the 12th at that time, etc. All the information is there. Okay. There's someone texting a premium text service 57117. So that's for things like the Late Late Show, competition lines, weather, all that kind of stuff. Someone else premium texting there again. You can see the cost ex VAT of those as well, 163. So that's simply my report for calls over €1. If I want, I can go and just to show you some options here, I can refine that. I can apply other filters to it, take it away, delete it. I could have said calls to particular numbers, particular types of calls. I could decide if I wanted email to me as well. So at the moment it's a saved report. So let's go back. I'll go back to where I was. So I'll just go back to I'll hit my back button on my browser. That should bring me back up to my dashboard here and back to our favorite report. So that's just an example of going all the way through. So I'll come to the reports in a bit more detail in a few moments. The cost trend of your bill broken down over X number of 6 months. If we had that on our demo mobile system, you would have seen a 6-month trend here. So again, you've got the bar chart here. You've got the hover over. I can see my usage is €35. My rentals are recurring is 581. I had a one-off charge, which could have been purchasing a replacement phone or whatever, a car kit of 730, which I can go in and look at if I want to. And my total bill, as you know, is 1,346. If I want to just trend that and show me my usage, I can turn off the recurring here widget and click off this once off widget. Just to give me an idea, I could do a 6-month trend of usage going up and down if I want to. Okay. And if you have a air supplied on your company account, of course, mobile phone, it'll show you the actual model of phone that your SIM is in. Okay, so we get a network update every day from Air, and that's obviously quite accurate. So as in from yesterday, you are currently using an iPhone 6s. Okay, so again, that's just obviously for mobile customers. So I'm going to give you a quick tour because it's supposed to be a short video. So we'll move along swiftly. I'll show you the fixed line system in a moment. So the analytics are the exact same reports. There's my favorites. Some popular ones would be by organization level. Just to go into that one, and that's a breakdown of again the billing data in the different levels like account number. So if I come to refine, I can select these options here, organization level, and I can decide, well, I want to show me the account name. Apply that, and that will pop up here with the account name. Okay, so of course not very exciting, just a demo system. We've only got 2 accounts, and there they are on the mobile. Okay, so that's quite popular. Just to show you some of the features very quickly, you can go back 12 months if you select the bill month here. That should, if you've been with there for that long, you'll see potentially a full 12 months listing. So you can pick any previous months. You can pick a particular account number. You can refine, which you saw earlier. You can go and apply from the list of filters. So you can have calls over a certain value, calls for a particular number, that information international only. You can do a search. You can type in someone's, as you can see here, partial search, 08 whatever, their name, and that will pop up. Or you could put in a list, copy and paste a list of mobile numbers you want to report on. Or you could have just put in a account number only or a cost center number. And that will just refine that report for you, okay, and return the results that you're looking for. Back to my analytics, let's come out of that. So here are the range of reports. You've got summary charges. These are to do with the rentals, the bundles, the usage, the total of all your bill charges In different kinds of reports here, you've got bill trend by month, which is popular too. Give you a quick look at that one. So again, if you've got several months to compare, this report is quite good for that, showing out your usage, one-off charges. And you can drill right into the bill month, and it shows you all the subscribers, whether they be mobile or landline. And you have the information here at a subscriber level, number, name, the rental, the usage, costs, etc. All that information is there. And you can download that, just to give you some options of features here. I can download that to Word, Excel or PDF. I can also email it. I can email it to myself or my colleagues, as you can see here. And you can even decide on the style of report attachment, Excel, PDF or Word. Okay. I can save it to a favorite. Once I've done all that, I can call it Paul's report, whatever you want it. And that gets saved as a favorite on your dashboard. Okay. So let's go back to our reports again. Go back up to the parent. I think I was in the bill trend by month. Yeah. Back to my listings. So there's other reports here. Charge breakdown, one-off subscribers, by subscriber and month. And then on the usage side, these are just purely usage. This is the calls, call records, excluding the rentals and the bundles here. So we've got popular ones such as by destination and month. And again, this will show up reports based over the last X number of months. So if you've been, as I say, with there for 12 months, you'll have a full 12 months graph here and a table. So you can drill in anything that catches your eye you want to drill into. If national data, for example, is a bit high, drill in there. It'll show you the subscribers. You can drill in again and look at the users with the highest cost, etc. Okay. Show other options. By subscriber is this listing, in this case, mobiles or landlines. If we're in the fixed line system, we'll come to that in a minute. Ordered by cost. As you can see, Jacqueline Kidd there, $23.90, followed by Donetta Harter, followed by Nyla Reinhardt, etc. Ordered by cost. But at any of these columns, you could say, well, look, show me the person that had the highest duration. Show us our talkers here. And if I flick that again, I can see it ordered by duration. So you can see here Moira Passmore at 7 hours duration. Or data size, who's, smartphones in this case, who's consuming the most data on the account. So I can see there, that's Jacqueline Kidd again, 15.5 gigs worth of data. So she may be out of her allowance. If there's either a pool of it, that's fine. Or if it's an individual allowance, maybe a 5 or 10 gigs, she may be consuming more than she should there, costing the company money. Okay. So that's just an example of a report by subscriber. So within a report, there's things you can do, like you can do in Excel. You can sort, you can refine, etc. I'll go to a few other popular reports. Top directory inquiry phones. People ring directory inquiries. Zero usage device. If you're paying rental, but the phone isn't being used, you may find you have people that have left the company. And in this case, of course, doesn't come up. But the idea on this listing, it shows you the phones that you're paying rental on, but there's no usage records. So you might investigate, have those people left, or is the phone actually in use? Could you recycle it, or could you disconnect it, terminate it from the network? Okay. What else? Click on more here. By cost, by duration. These are just, again, I'll show you one or two of these reports just done by graphics, showing you breakdown in bands of costs, as you can see here. Look, 0 to 10 cent, 10 to 20, 20 to 50, all the way up to 20 and over. And you can drill in again into anything here that catches your eye, right down to call detail level. What else? Day, night, weekend is popular. Top countries by cost, depending on where your business is. You might find we have a lot of business in the UK, so you expect maybe a lot of calls to the UK, but nowhere else. So you can see here, there's the United States, Australia, South Africa. So, you just match that to your profile. You can drill in and say, well, who's calling the United States? And it's all just click of a button stuff. You just click in, it shows you 2 people rang the States, total of 3 calls costing €3.29. I could go in again and look at the actual call records, but I won't. Back to parent, and then back out again here, just to show you how you navigate. And again, remember, you can download these reports, you can schedule them to be run to email, you can have them appear, add them to your favorites so they appear on your favorite report listing and also on your summary or homepage. Okay, there's other reports on roaming. Roaming calls by country, by account, by user, which I won't go into. Premium text as well. Again, this is a lot of customers like to see these kind of reports. Show me, just to go into one more, I suppose. Show me who is subscribing to premium text shows, who's entering competitions, the Late Late Show, all this kind of stuff. And as you can see, they can add up here. So you might have a policy against people entering competition lines, at €2 and €3 a pop. So you might want to keep an eye on that. So this report does exactly that. It shows you who they are, and also it gives you a trend. Is this happening every month? So you might send an email out to them, advising them that it's against policy to enter competition lines or donate to charity, all that kind of stuff, which of course the company has to pay for. Okay. Finally, before I come out of mobile, one extra thing you have in mobile that you don't obviously have in fixed line is these devices in use, which I'll come to now very quickly. So this is very powerful. It shows you, I think it's updated daily. So it gives you a snapshot at any one day as to the number of devices on your account and who has what. So you can see here on this demo customer, they've got 13 devices. They've 2 iPhone 5Ss, 3 iPhone 6Ss, 2 iPhone 7s, whatever. And you can drill in, of course, and see who's got what and what they pay rental-wise, etc. And that'll just show up the users here, okay, as you can see. Bills, so I'll show you this lastly before I leave the mobile and just jump into the fixed line, because the bills are slightly different. They're the PDFs. You may have seen these before. It's the electronic copy of your bill. So you can either download or view any of the bills. They have 3 accounts, as you can see here. I picked the bigger one here, and I'll just view it in your browser, but you could have downloaded it as a PDF, but that's what it looks like there. Okay, your actual bill, one of your bills on one of your accounts, showing you the usual information: your address, VAT number, date of the bill, the VAT applied, the amount, previous amount paid, and then of course the subscribers on that, and a breakdown here of what the charges are, the rental, the bundles, etc. on each of the users. Okay. So what I'm going to do at this stage now is just come out again for the benefit of those that just have fixed line only, just to reassure you that the mobile and the fixed line systems are very similar. So I'll go into the fixed line system now, and you can see here at the dashboard here, it is pretty much identical. Look, the same panes, your bill on the left hand side, your observations, cost trend. There's a bit more data in our fixed line system here. So this could be a real situation where you've been with Air for the last few years with your landline and you've added mobile. So you remember on the demo mobile system, there's only 2 and a bit months. So you could say, well, that's a good example to show where we just went with Air for our mobile. So same information here, exactly the same. The only difference is it doesn't have your device, your mobile device appearing on the summary pane. Analytics, just to show you, the only difference really is, excuse me, is there's no reports on roaming or data consumption because they're obviously mobile centric. Okay, but you have all the other reports here by subscriber, destination, cost, directory inquiries, call detail, all of that information is there. And just to go into 1 or 2 reports, bill trend by month. So very similar to what you saw on the mobile, except for this is just going to show landline numbers. So we'll pick the most recent January. There's your trend graph, your months, spanning back 12 months if you've been that far with there. And we just picked a particular subscriber. We'll go into that particular user, and you can see here this is what their bundle is made up of. So that particular, the charges are broken down as such, where they've got whatever business line $20.96, they've got business advantage boost broadband, that's $29.79, they've got free call divert, free caller display, and a mailbox charger $125, and free premium rate service bars. You can't make premium calls on that line, so that's a free service too. Amounting to €52, there is calls worth $15.87, and the total amount of both recurring and usage is $67.87 ex VAT. So a bit of drill down on the calls. You can select anything in blue, light blue here, and that brings you into either, I think it's a breakdown or a listing of all the calls that was made by that one subscriber number. So it's all the calls, yeah. So there you go, good example. Okay, on to bills. So I just want to show you the bill, fixed line bill, give you an option. Again, you can download that, view it. I just, for speed, I've just downloaded that or viewed it in my browser. As you can see here, they're slightly different, the fixed line bill. Same kind of information, the bundles, the number of lines on that, what you previously paid, the VAT, and summary of charges. Okay. So I'll go back to our bill analyzer. And just to show you, there's other videos covering this, but you can actually set up delivered bills. You can actually deliver the bills to other people or yourself. If you want to have these electronic e-bills emailed to you, you can select the option and follow the instructions here. Deliver the bill by email as soon as it becomes available. Configure your recipients. You have to have people obviously set up as users, which is another video that we have. You can follow that, and it shows you how simply you can add users to the various bills or accounts so that they can get emailed. As you can see here, look, there's various account numbers going to different people in the organization. Okay, so if you want to also have it emailed to you, you can. Set up. What else can I show? That's delivered bills. We jumped onto that nicely. You can, if you wish, set up other. Here's the current hierarchy, I should say. Look, you've got a snapshot here of how you can assign phones to cost centers and departments. So on this fixed line system, you've got the account, your account number, of course, a location. If it came up with, if it had 01 or 02, it would say Dublin, Cork, Galway. And then these are free for you to add. You can actually apply your own cost centers to any of these telephone numbers and departments. So to give you an example, you have two options. You can do a multiple subscribers. You can edit multiple subscribers using a spreadsheet. So you can download that. Again, there's another video covering that. Download the spreadsheet, fill in the cost centers beside each number, and then step 3 is upload it. Or you can do one by one. Again, there's a video covering that very quickly. There's a mobile or a fixed line number, an 01 number. Select search, and it populates some information. So you can't edit the account number for obvious reasons. But you can, if you want, instead of saying Dublin Central, you could put in Pearse Street and your cost centre. So here's one I've done earlier. You can apply a cost centre of your own, from your own organisation. So you can do a report on that run by cost centres. And you can apply if you want a department. Okay. You can actually add, if that's not enough and you want to add manager and some other levels, you can do that. By the way, don't forget to save here. You can do that by going to Setup, Departments, and you can actually add different levels. So the max is 10. As you can see, there's 5 already pre-configured on the system. 2 are free for you to use, or 3 you can argue. Level 3, their location, level 4, cost centre, and level 5. But you can add 5 more if you wish. So you could add one, for example, manager. And there we go, manager. You can have it as free text. I won't go through all this, the video covering this. You can even have it drill downable and all the rest of it, hierarchical. I'll save that, and then if I come back out of that, what it means is that it's now available to you, or will be if I had done that correctly. You would have under directory administration, if I'd say that, you would have another column called manager. And then in the reports you can filter and restrict on that. Okay, then moving down, setup. I think the last thing I'll show you is people, really, on the system. And this is where you can set up other users. So as you can see here, there's a few already predefined and set up, but you're already an enterprise admin, which means you can view all of the bills for both fixed and mobile, depending what you're allowed to see. But you can set up other users to view the same as what you can see by simply going to Manage Users, Create User, and again, there's a video for this, a short video for that as well. And you can create the role you want for them. Is it enterprise admin, which is what you are, or do you want to restrict them, which is a group level user? So compulsory information, just fill in the usual information we'd expect here, their email address, apply a password, and then you want to apply the restrictions. So here's your choice. You can pick from any of the following there. So you could have said, well, I want to pick a bill. So pick the bill, that one maybe, and this one, control and click. And then that means that particular user, when you're finished setting them up, will be emailed their username and password, their login details, but when they log in, they'll be only able to see the phone numbers on those 2 accounts. I could have done the same there for department. There's a few I've set up myself, finance, IT, or sales. I can say, like the IT manager, create him, and then he can only see the phones that you've assigned for him in the IT department, in the previous steps I showed you. And just to finish that, you just select this option here, user must change password at next login, I always recommend it. And then finally, send notification email to user. Of course, you want an email to go out to them with their credentials. And skip straight down to create, select that, and immediately an email will be sent to those users. Okay, I think that is it from the overview of Variable Analyzer. As I mentioned during the video, there are another 4 or 5 short 3-minute videos on how to do specific things like how to run a report, schedule a report, view my bill, set up a cost center. So you can watch out for those as well. But this is the overview of the entire system, showing you for both fixed and mobile customers and both. Okay, so finally I'll just log out. And just to bring you back to the overall summary page. Thank you for your attention. Thank you and goodbye.